Welcome to another episode. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, especially when you get out of a relationship, because you're going to be trying to figure out what's going on, because dating is different. And a lot of women say dating sucks, but it's their fault. Now, today is a reaction video. Actually, today is more of a conversation because I'm constantly hearing about the fact that we're going through a dating crisis. Now, I have a video to play for you guys, so we're going to do that. But before we do that, I want you guys to comment under this video and let me know if you agree or if you disagree with what you're about to hear. So let me go ahead and cue this up and let's get active.
I've been so hesitant to post about this for two reasons. Number one, I don't like negativity and I don't want to be like the bearer of bad news. Number two, I didn't want to believe it. But after doing so much research and getting a lot of messages, I'm going to just deliver the unvarnished truth to you guys. I'm just going to lay it out straight. We're in a dating crisis. Not basically, we are. That's what's happening. So let me look at my research here because I don't want to mess it up. So men looking for casual dates and our relationships is down 50%.
Wait a minute. Did y'all hear that? 50%. 50% is, listen, I know a lot of times women like kind of get lost in the sauce, right? They'll be like, oh, when they hear that only 18% of men, of 18% of people in the United States are making over 100,000. For whatever reason, they think that means 88% of people are actually making that, right? I mean, just think about it, because it shows in the way that they move, in the way that they talk, in the way that they say that they're not happy being in relationships. But she did some research, so let's get back to it.
50 since 2019, not since 1970, since 2019, right before the pandemic, down 50%. They're not looking, which means if you're a woman looking, they don't give a shit. So as this trend continues, by 2040, 45% of women, 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single and childless based on this trend. Let that sink in for a moment.
Wow. Shout out to Easy, because that's where I got the video clip. Listen, man, that right there, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I know I just talked about girl math, but I have a question for you guys, and this is what I really want you guys to comment. Do you guys think that we're in a dating crisis? Because at first I didn't think so, but as I continue to look at women, listen to women.
So you just gonna come to my house and me and come all in my mouth,
talk to men, ask men questions. I'm like, damn, wait a minute. We actually are in a dating crisis. Now, here are some of the reasons that I see why this, why these statistics can be true, or why this information can be true. Number one, women are sexually liberated, right? Now, I don't mind women being sexually liberated. I don't mind them walking around with their breasts out and their booties out, and oh my gosh, like, I'm loving it, right? But I'm not going to wife that woman because she's clearly community property. Women that are sexually liberated, they put it in your face, but they put it in your face in a disrespectful way, right? They got the titty, they got the breast all up in your face talking about, oh, if you look, you thirsty. I'm like, damn, bitch, what am I supposed to look at? Like, if I am aroused by women, why wouldn't I look, right? That's the first thing. Next, and this probably could have been number one, men are more feminine and women are more masculine. Now, on the surface, you think, or I would think, okay, that just means that people have to figure out a way to find a better match, right? I mean, that's just what I'm thinking in my mind. But what has happened is when women have become more masculine, they're still expecting for the men to be masculine. In fact, they expect the men to be even more masculine, right? Now, when I put myself in this situation, I say, listen, I want a feminine woman. Right? I want energy that's opposite of me. That's what I'm attracted to, right? I have a tool that penetrates, right? So I'm interested in a tool that takes the penetration, right? I'm not interested in anything but that, right? So when it comes to men being feminine, like, women have to kind of take some accountability here. Now, I know they won't, so we're going to go ahead and scrap that. But what I will say is men need to be more masculine. I get it, though. The fact that women are making more money, listen, again, only 18% of men are actually making over 18% of people are making over 100,000 a year. So when a man gets with a woman, he's like, okay, cool. You know what? We can actually put this together. In fact, that's usually a lot of women's like hook, right? Like, oh, we can be a power couple. We can do this together, right? But then they want to control the situation completely, mainly, or if they do have to pay bills that are significant, meaning if we're in a 50-50 relationship, the disrespect is out of control. Now, who the hell wants to deal with that? I don't. I will not. I would. Listen, if a woman is willing to disrespect me, wait. Before we continue with this video, I need you to do me a huge favor. Like this video, then subscribe to the channel. After you do that, hit that notification bell for more videos like this. All right, let's get back to the video. Respect me. If a woman feels like it's okay to cheat, and I do consider cheating going out and getting attention from others, right? I consider that cheating because that's the first step, right? Getting a like, getting a comment, getting a follow, getting a DM. That is the first step. When you guys hear about these women cheating, how do y'all think it starts?
Don't be telling me like what I cannot wear, because at the end of the day, I know what the fuck I cannot wear when I'm fucking with someone. Like, I have to be respectful. I know my respect. You're tripping. I'm gonna wear what I want, and I'm gonna go out with my bitches if I want to go out with my bitches. I'm young.
Somebody has to do something. Somebody has to initiate those likes, those comments, those DMs, that opening conversation, her going out on girls trips, her going out on girls nights out. Again, listen, have fun, sweetheart, but let's have fun. Let's not put the relationship stuff in here, because that's hard to deal with. Relationships is hard because you're going to get tired of the person, and that person is going to get tired of you. Most people do let themselves go. They get comfortable, right? You get in a relationship and you get comfortable. You start eating, you stop working out, right? Like, you become dependent on the other person. In my opinion, I believe it should work like that, right? I do this, you do that. We call it being a team. We call it being role players. Here's another reason why I believe this dating crisis is actually going on. Because of cuffing season and letting go season, which is known as the holiday season, right? Women want gifts. Christmas, Valentine's Day, right? Those are the 2 days that women really want gifts. Well, we can't leave out the birthday, but the birthday could be any point in time of the year, right? Now, cuffing season is Christmas and Valentine's, right? Because they want to post what they got, right? They want all of the roses and the flowers and all of these amazing looking things, right? Because they're showing off to other women. But then when summertime comes around, now it's back to hot girl summer. It's back to the boobies is out, the booty is out again, right? Men have caught on to this trend and really don't want to be a part of that. I can say, again, if this is what the woman is doing, my attitude is I'm going to adapt to that behavior. I'm not going to complain. This is what this channel is about. Not complaining, but actually adapting to what's going on, because we live in this time. And I believe that this is the greatest time to be alive because of where technology is, right? Because of the opportunities that you guys have available, that we have available to us. The fact that we can set up a channel, film ourselves, create skits, create movies, and we don't need like a huge budget and a huge production team. I'm telling you guys that because I was an actor in Hollywood. Now, clearly you don't know who I am, so that means that I wasn't a big name actor, right? I did a lot of extra work. Okay, cool. Now, with that being said, I've been on set with a lot of different actors, a lot of big name actors, right? I've worked with Will Smith, Neo, Halle Berry, you name it. I've worked with them. But what I'm telling you guys is technology has changed even how the Hollywood business is working, because social media has changed everything to the point to where people aren't really watching TV anymore. People are streaming their TV shows because they don't want to wait for the next show to come out. So I'm saying all of this to you guys to say this. Yes, I believe the dating crisis is real. But fellas, we're living in this time. This is stripper culture. Adapt to what's going on. How can you do this? How can you enjoy this time? First, work on yourself. Build your confidence up. Get your confidence as high as you can get it. I'm not talking about cockiness. Cockiness is part of the ego, and that part will actually blind you. You won't be able to see what's going on. You'll continuously make the same mistake, or you'll make a mistake because you couldn't really see what was actually happening. A lot of the times in my videos, I ask you guys if you can see if the woman is doing business or she's actually looking for romance. And in a lot of these cases, a lot of these women are doing business. They're interested in the lifestyle. So what I'm telling you guys to do is get your shit together. Now, you're doing this so that you have a lifestyle you enjoy, because when you start dealing with women, right? What happens is the young women haven't experienced life yet, but the older women have already experienced it because the older guys have already got to them. Now, the reason the older guys have got to them is because the women, like women that are dating men their age, those men can't provide them with certain things. They can't give them the shiny things. Most men don't have a boat, a helicopter, an airplane, an estate. Most men don't own an island, but there are men who do. So women want that experience. They want to experience the man who owns the island. They want to experience a man who has a jet, a private airplane, a helicopter. They want a man who owns an estate. Now, again, I'm not saying do this for one woman. I'm saying do this for you. Right now, if you choose to bring a woman in or women in, that's on you. I would say if you're looking to get married, make sure you're prepared. I'm sorry. Make sure you prenuptial. Learn about prenuptials and make sure that it's understood and signed. Right now, that's not going to be 100% protection, but what is? We all have to take a risk sometime. Friends with benefits, situationships, flings, right? All of these things are going on because women are interested in experiences and a certain lifestyle or lifestyles. So they end up in a lot of situationships, fellas. This is why it's hard. And it's hard to date because who wants to be with a woman not knowing if she's pregnant? Seeing that she's pregnant, but not knowing if that's your child or not. That's a tough pill to swallow. Now, with that being said, I got to ask you guys, how do you feel? What do you think? Do you think that we're actually in a dating crisis? Have you experienced this? Comment under this video. Remember, when you're watching these videos, you are becoming a better version of yourself. That means you 2.0. Other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.